Hey guys, so we are in my bedroom, and right now I want to go ahead and explain to you what my summer reading project is going to be, and it's going to involve this bookshelf that's right behind me. So this bookshelf here is one that I got from my grandparents' house after my grandfather passed away. Probably about a year and a half ago he passed, and my parents grabbed this bookshelf for me because it matches a desk that's in our bedroom already. It has this green color on it. So this is just a bookshelf that I keep in my room, and I just keep an overflow of books in here. So what I decided to do for the summer is I was going back and watching some of my older book hauls on this channel and shaking my head at myself. But the biggest thing I noticed is that I mostly buy books from either Book Outlet or Goodwill. Those are kind of my two main places where I buy and collect books from. So I wanted to take one of those outlets and I wanted to try to make my summer TBR books that I have purchased from one of those two places, just so I can kind of start making a dent in some. All of these books I was really excited to read and get my hands on, and I got them for such great prices, but most of them I have not touched. So this summer, I really want to try to make a dent in my physical TBR, and I think that this is a really good opportunity for me to do that. So I started making lists. I just went back and watched all my book hauls. I made lists of where I got my books from, and Book Outlet and Goodwill were both 60 plus books on both of those lists. So for this summer, I'm going to work on books that I have purchased from Book Outlet that I have not read. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely take everything off of this shelf that is not from Book Outlet, and I'm going to put everything from Book Outlet on this shelf. So this shelf will house only books that I got from Book Outlet. This will be what I'm pulling my TBRs from for the summer for June, July, and August. And I'm just really excited about it. I'm super excited to challenge myself to do this, really see what kind of dent I can put in. As I read books and there are books coming up that I want to unhaul, I'm just going to put them to the side and they'll start piling up here so you can kind of see how I'm doing. And anything that I read, I'm going to put over here regardless of whether I'm going to unhaul it or keep it. So I think it'll be fun to see that at the end of the summer. I'm not going to physically unhaul anything until I'm done with this project at the end of August, and then I'll physically take everything. But I will do still my in and out type of book hauls. They'll just be books that will be sitting in a box that I will not be putting back on my bookshelves. So we're going to do it that way. All right, so first I'm going to give you a little bit more of a close-up of what the bookshelf looks like right now, and then I am going to take things off, put things on, so I'll show you that process too, and then at the end of that I will do a little bookshelf tour so that you will see every single book that I purchased from Book Outlet that I have not read yet that are going to be options for me for the summer. All right, so starting at the top here, I have just a few fantasy books and some random stuff. There's no rhyme or reason to this bookshelf. It's just what it is. They're from all sorts of different places. Usually if I just can't fit them on my main bookshelves in my living room, they come in here. So that type of thing. So here's what's on it right now. These books right here are my husband's, so I'm just going to move those for the summer. He's not a reader anyway, but those are technically for him. And then down here on the bottom, I do have some Bibles and Bible studies and devotionals and stuff like that. So I'll probably go ahead and clear those off too if I need the room, and I'll just put them in my closet for now. That's not a big deal. I'm going to try not to if I don't need that shelf, but I don't know. Something tells me I probably will. So I am going to go ahead and tear this baby apart.
A girl that can't get no love from me, sitting in the passenger side of her best friend's ride, try to holler at me.
Baby girl, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy. Tell me how you feel, I think about you all the time. You see it in my dreams.
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
I love cheap thrills.
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
I love cheap thrills. So rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby, don't you cry, no.
Well, Monday, where the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm.
So please have mercy on me and take it easy on my heart.
Like controller, controller.
'Cause all we need is somebody to lead on.
Girl, you're my angel.
your life with me. Just forget the world.
So wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Jealousy turning saints into the sea, but it's just the price of pain. Destiny is calling me.
Yeah.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and now I bet you smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
All right, guys, so I am done. These are all the books I have purchased from Book Outlet that I have not read yet. And I'm very excited to read them still. All right, so let's go ahead and do an official tour, huh? Starting from the top, we have The Stars Never Rise by Rachel Vincent. The Crown Tower by Michael J. Sullivan, which is volume 1 of the Rye Area Chronicles. The Rose Thorn, which is volume 2 of the Rye Area Chronicles. The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson, which is book 1 in the Reckoners trilogy. Books 1 through 4 of the Shadow Falls series by C.C. Hunter. They are Born at Midnight, Awake at Dawn, Taken at Dusk, and Whispers at Moonrise. These are 2 bind-ups of the first 4 books. The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel, which is the first in a duology. The entire Serena Legacy trilogy, which is of Poseidon, of Triton, and of Neptune by Anna Banks. And the entire Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. The first 2 books there are bind-ups of books 1 through 4, and then book 5 on its own. The first 2 books in the Black City trilogy by Elizabeth Richards. The first is Black City, second is Phoenix. And the Wrath and the Dawn duology by Renee Ahdieh, The Wrath and the Dawn, and The Rose and the Dagger. And moving on to the second shelf, I have the first book in the After series by Anna Todd, which is called After. The Gatecrasher by Madeline Wickham. So Much Pretty by Kara Hoffman. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Blonde by Joyce Carol Oates. A Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James. A Little Life by Hana Yanagihara. The End of Alice by A.M. Holmes. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. The Constant Princess by Philippa Gregory. This is the first book in her Tudors series. The Watch by Joydeep Roy Bhattacharya. The House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer. Trident Canine Warriors by Mike Ritland. The first 3 books in the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes, Fallen Kingdoms, Rebel Spring, and Gathering Darkness. The American Heiress by Daisy Goodwin. And The Stand by Stephen King. All right, moving down to shelf number 3 is Helpless by Barbara Gowdy. Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, which is book number 1 in the Afterworlds series. The first 2 books in the Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon, The Bone Season and The Mime Order. The Nest by Cynthia D. Apri Sweeney. The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. The first 2 books in the Firebird trilogy, 1,000 Pieces of You and 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. Killer Instinct by S.E. Green, which is the first in a duology. Violent Ends, which is edited by Sean David Hutchinson, and this is a book that is written in 17 points of view by 17 different authors. A Paris Apartment by Michelle Gable. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. And on the very bottom shelf here, we have No Atheists in Foxholes by Chaplain Patrick McLaughlin. Women Living Well by Courtney Joseph. Crossroads by William Paul Young. Love Me Anyway by Tiffany Hawk. The first 3 books in the Lady Trent memoir series by Marie Brennan, A Natural History of Dragons, The Tropic of Serpents, and The Voyage of the Basilisk. And we will finish it off with all the Stephen King books that I recently purchased. Christine, Insomnia, The Tommyknockers, The Regulators, and The Dark Half. All right, guys, so that's going to be it. So this is my tentative TBR for the entire summer. I consider summer to start on May 24th because that's my kids' last day of school, and then they go back on August 14th. So that's kind of the time frame that I'm looking at is when I will be really concentrating on a whole lot of these books. And I'm just really excited to knock out a whole bunch that I've been really excited to read. I just keep putting off for some reason. This is a really good challenge for me. I'm definitely excited to get into some of these series and duologies. So some of my kind of priorities as I'm looking at these books right now, I'm pretty positive. I know I want to read the Wrath and the Dawn duology by Renee Ahdieh. I know I want to start the Luck series and the Serena Legacy. I would like to start Shadow Falls. I would love to start the Fallen Kingdom series as well. And Morgan Matson, Since You've Been Gone, is another priority for me. So The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and definitely one or two of these Stephen King books down here would be fantastic as well. I'm not going to read Les Mis. I'm not going to, not over the summer, but it's here because I did buy it on Book Outlet. The only books not on this shelf are books that are part of a series, but I haven't read the first book yet, so I'm not ready to get into that. And I did not buy the first book on Book Outlet. So those are the only things that I did not include on this bookshelf. These are all, you know, either standalones or series that I can start from the beginning, and I'm just really excited to get started. So I think some of my TBRs this month, or for the summer at least, are going to be a little bit different. I really want to be able to just come to the shelf and pick off what I want as I'm thinking about it and as I'm looking at it and whatever I'm in the mood for. So my TBRs are definitely, I'll still have them at the beginning of every month because I'm going to have my book club books. I'm going to have any review books that I need to do for that month. And then the rest of them are just going to be my mood reading. I'm just going to come to the shelf, pick off what I think I want to read that month and kind of go that way. So my TBRs are going to be a little bit smaller in the beginning, but then my wrap-ups should be pretty big. And then as I am reading this month, I'm just going to pile them up over here. So I'll show those in my wrap-ups as well so you can see how big the stack is getting. And I'm just really excited for this project and to really just get to some of these physical books that I've been collecting for a while now. And yeah, I'm so super excited about this. Annabelle came to say hi, and now she wants to lay down because she wants a belly rub. All right, so that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Please let me know down below if you guys have any special summer reading plans that you're going to be doing. Are you going to be doing a summer reading program through your library? Are your kids going to be doing anything like that? And just any challenges that you guys are trying to set for yourselves for the summer months. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.